Now, the territory we're in is going to have a fairly significant change on the gameplay for a few different reasons. I mean, obviously, the political situation is going to be wickedly different. Instead of having, like, 5,000 little British nations over here, we have far fewer around. In particular, the big one is going to be Egypt over here to be concerned about. But we're also going to be playing as a monarchy, an autocratic monarchy here, as opposed to the settled tribe that we were yesterday. And that's going to have a pretty big impact on how the game feels, I think. Yeah, we might try not losing today. We will see, we will see, we will see. Anyway, I don't know if there's anything else to talk about. We're going to start with a 444 pops, which is... What did we start with? So we started as Icenia over here, which had 35 pops before. So now we're going to have 444 pops. It's a lot more. On the other hand, Egypt over here to our north has 1,800 pops. So they're going to be quite a bit stronger. So we'll see exactly how they go. But other than that, we've got some small little neighbors that we could absorb early on. I suspect that might be what happens. Absorb some of these smaller neighbors and then maybe build vertically after that until we find a good time to strike at Egypt. Although that might present itself a little easier than we might think as a result of barbarians, which we're going to talk about in a second. Do you have a good yeehaw for chat? Yeehaw? Probably not. I don't know. I don't understand the question. More screamings from Denmark. Hello. If anyone's in the Scottish lands, I will be joining you in the Scottish lands in 4 days, 5 days. I guess I leave here in 4 days and arrive there in 5 days. I'm looking forward to being back in the Scottish lands again. And we're going to be organizing some sort of meetup, probably in Edinburgh, probably something like the first weekend in May or something of that nature. Also, next weekend, I believe, is Ludum Dare. I want to do Ludum Dare next weekend. It's going to be tricky because I'll have just flown to Scotland. I may not be able to do like a proper 48-hour run. We will see exactly what we can pull off between time travel and jet lag and different things, but I would very much like to Ludum Dare. Or Ludum Dare, if you prefer, Scrub. People say it both ways, and it's perfectly fine. Okay. Let's go ahead and play some games. So we're playing as KUSH over here. Even though our country looks relatively square, the countries over here are very much not like this. In fact, if you look, we are a very snaky country. All of our cities are along this river. Now, I don't want to talk about the name of the river. I'm kind of in denial about it. Okay, I'm sorry. That fell flat. I'm sorry. So bad. So yeah, we're going to be over here. So everything is along here. Egypt's the same way. It's got a couple other little things. Well, this is not Egypt here. This is this country of Dode, Cash, whatnot. I'm going to call it Dode over here. Chat, are you in pain? I'm sorry. But you can see Egypt is all stringy and spaghetti like this. Now, Egypt actually has some issues. I haven't played as Egypt, but I've heard stories as a result of barbarians. So there is impassable terrain in the game. Like, you literally cannot enter these provinces at all. They're too wild, too uncivilized, and too underdeveloped. But barbarians can start to accumulate over here. And when they reach a certain size, they will create a barbarian horde that will then go and attack the neighbors. Now, Egypt is next to quite a few of these, and the nation of Dode over here as well. But we ourselves don't actually have any barbarians near us whatsoever, which is going to be interesting. I don't know. I suspect this might mean that we won't have to worry about the hordes. And we might be able to, like, strategically go north when Egypt is weakened by the hordes, although at some point we'll also have to deal with that. I have no experience playing in an area with barbarians whatsoever. There's actually spots all over the world with barbarians. There just doesn't happen to be any in Britain. I guess there is some in the north of, well, in Scotland here. That's interesting, but none where we were playing as Monopia before. So we'll see exactly how that plays through. The other thing that's quite different are the trade resources we'll have to deal with, but we're going to get to that in just a scooch. Early on, I think I might be tempted to make an alliance with Egypt. The problem is Egypt doesn't care for us that much right now. We have different culture groups, so they're kind of meh about us. So I don't know. And someone said our goal should be to own Petra. I wonder if it's on the map. That is not the Petra. City of Petra in Arabia Petra. Okay, so there's a nation, there's a city of Petra. It doesn't have a Petra on the map because that's just a fort, right? I mean, that's definitely not the Petra, but presumably it's over here. So Are the pyramids on there? Yeah, pyramids are here. But yeah, that's not... This is just a fort. If the actual Petra is somewhere on the map, I do not see it. And this would be the area. I don't think it's... Yeah, I don't know. It's further north? Was Petra even built in this time? That's a good question. I actually have no idea when the Petra was built. So that's a possibility too. Anyway, let me know. Yeah, but there's a few wonders on here. There's the pyramids, and over here where we were playing yesterday, there is Stonehenge somewhere. There it is. Stonehenge. All right. So, yeah, it would be maybe nice to ally with Egypt. We'll see how it goes. Let's go ahead and deal with the things at the top. Let's actually start by looking at our government. So we are an autocratic monarchy over here. We have 3 slots for ideas. If we match these 3 ideas over here, we will unlock our national bonus, which is 10% more slave output. Hooray, slaves! And also 2 extra of each PowerPoint per month. So this is going to be a huge party. So I think we're going to do that right away. It'll spend all of our oratory power, but it's going to be well worth it. So we're going to pick a military idea for this slot. I think it's going to be the same picks as last time. So like last time, I'll go for the 10% more morale boost. And for the civic ideas, we can get construction speed and cost discount. 30% discount on construction? Holy snap, that's really good. 20% more commerce, could be a lot of money. 20% more slave output. I mean, slaves do make a lot of our cash. How many slaves does KUSH have at the start? That's a great question. So here's our slaves over here. We have quite a few. Quite a few slaves. We have more slaves than tribesmen. In everywhere except Alana over here. And they actually compete with freemen in some of these places. And we actually have a fair amount of citizens. We are still being told we have a bad research ratio to start, but it's nowhere close to when we were playing as Icenia over here. So we do have a fair number of slaves, although I might be tempted to take the building discount. Lean into slavery, says Mo. Well, let's let chat discuss that. We'll also pick a religious idea. Oh, we can be more civilized. I think I want to be more civilized. Loyalty of subject states, ruler popularity gain is nice. But no, we'll take state religion. Can you change how governors run a province? Yeah, some. Be very slavey, says Dricky. All right, we'll be very slavey. So national slave output is going to get boosted. When we war, hopefully we'll capture some slaves. We won't prioritize upgrading slaves. For example, we could, in places where there's a lot of slaves, we could build more granary, which helps to give the slaves more happiness. You know, just excess food, I guess. But they're pretty happy. We have the world's happiest slaves. Who would have thunk? We can call down an omen. I think I do really like, at least early on, starting with the blessing of Isis, get some more growth. I mean, I don't know how much we want to talk about Isis. Different Isis. Damn you, Isis, for ruining a perfectly good name. It's like, damn you, Nazis, for ruining a really cool symbol. You just ruined it. Also the mustache. Like, come on. I mean, really. On the scale of things that Nazis have done bad, these do rank pretty low. But it is kind of annoying. Anyway, we can afford a new invention. So let's get some of that. I think we will be fabricating some claims to the south. So I'm going to get aggressive protection early on for a discounted fabricate claim cost. Boom. Mustache is never cool. Hey, tell that to Charlie Chaplin, man. I think we'd have a very different opinion on that mustache otherwise. There was something else I was about to do in relation to whatever I just did, but I don't remember. Oh yeah, okay. Oh yeah, we can form Egypt, which is interesting. I don't think Egypt can exist. Wait, I'm confused. I mean, yes, we have to take a lot of these cities, right? All these green bits are bits we have to own to form Egypt. But it doesn't say Egypt can't already exist. So what happens to old Egypt? if we become New Egypt. It does at the very top? Oh, there's no check mark for it, so I didn't see it. I just thought it was a header. I was just looking at all the things with a little check mark. Because shouldn't that have a red X next to Egypt must not exist? All right, no problem. Invention, right. Oh, I can get another one. Probably just more taxes and stuff. Yeah, I mean, I like money early on. We'll do that. We'll get some of the research ones too, but let's get that started. So we have a single army to get started. We are using heavy cavalry and light infantry currently. Different things have different amounts of efficiency. Maybe we'll go with shock action. Increased casualties for both sides, it's fine. Bottlenecks do pretty well against us, but otherwise, I think we'll be fine. We don't have a commander here. Now, I think I might split this army in two. What if I split the light infantry from the heavy cavalry? Should I just have a dedicated cavalry thing? This is one of the things we don't know yet. What's the right way to organize our army? Are mixed armies good? Are specialized armies better? If anyone's, like, figured any of that out, please let me know. If anyone's going to do it, it'll probably be Arumba. I know he, like, people were saying yesterday he likes going with the, like, skirmishing, like, archers and light infantry or whatever. And, you know, you're gonna trust Arumba to crunch the numbers. Actually, I like crush the numbers. It's pretty good, too. Wow, we have shit generals. It's not like you even have maxed out loyalty. Rumba already has spreadsheets. That does not surprise me. Starting that way is not necessarily a hint, but we'll go ahead with this. Although I think I will still split this army in half. I'll keep the balance the way it is, but what I want to do is I want to avoid having our entire military under one general, because that can go poorly in this game, which I do love quite a bit. We have some trade routes to do in the capital. We can actually have up to 3 trade routes. Right now, I can't import any. Is it because I was going to say it's because I don't have the civic power to do the trade routes? That's okay. We can wait just a scooch. We can't start any wars right now. I can't fabricate any claims. We can probably just unpause and let things start going. We've got a scorned family over here. We may not. I don't know. Any chance you have a really good stat in something? Okay, you have 9 zeal. What's our current zeal advisor? Guys, remind me where that is. It's here, yeah. No, these guys are both zeal based, and they only have 8. Wait, did he not have 9 zeal? It's this guy here, filleted. Filleted. Is it? He's got 9 over here. Clemenides. Does he already have a job? Oh, he's a researcher. Oh, although he wants to become this. What is an Amarenya? It's this. This is the thing he wants to become. Because we could start making people happy. But he's already got a job. So I guess someone else in the family would need to be hired. You've got an 8 whatever? Yeah, there you go. You don't have a job because it says it at the top. Okay. Researcher over here. Got it. Well, let's leave it be. We'll just keep it going for now. Oh, is that what it means? Captain of the Royal Guard? Oh, in charge of the monarch's royal bodyguard and oversees the personal protection and maintains domestic order. Cool. Legitimacy, we're currently at 98%, so this is something we didn't have to deal with last time. I think this was centralization is what we had here when we were playing the tribes. Hey, Kraka! In my country, such is called Thundercross inside a thunder in early pagan beliefs. And is still used word today with that meaning. Hello from Latvia. Interesting. As far as you've been playing Imperator Rome, what's the most difficult mechanic to deal with? One of the things will be the fine line of balancing your internal politics, I think, in terms of rebellions and whatnot. How does it feel that your nation is a literal meme today? It feels pretty good, man. In fact, you could say that the people who live in KUSH are always... They have high hopes for the country? Huh? Moving the pops looks heating mechanic. Yeah, I don't think you're supposed to want to spam moving the pops. First of all, it's not free. It uses some of your monarch power. So I think that's part of the thing. We can probably trade route now. Not a lot of options. Livestock for growth, I do like. Wine for freeman happiness, okay. Game for tribesmen, leather for recruiting. Ooh, I'm getting booed at. Salt for the forts, vegetables for supply limit. Spices. That's one of the other things, like figuring out what to do. So cloth to get local taxes. I guess we should, hold on. Let me deal with this event. We should look at what our resources are that we're producing over here. This guy's friends outside of our borders. All right, let us send him the gold. We would lose money, and this nation just to the north of us would like us more. That's a possibility. Or we don't care for it, and he would lose loyalty. I don't think I really want to spend the money. They're saying boo earns. I don't think I really want to spend the money. Right, so, oh, yes. So this is my capital right now, right? There's 3 trade routes. In the capital, we've got some earthenware, vegetables, cloth, horses, iron, and wood. Yeah, that's pretty good. So we already have vegetables, so if we did this, we would get... See, I don't really care about moving slaves. And the surplus in the province giving us more command limit, that's not a big deal. We are making cloth, though, right? Yes, so this would get us to an excess of cloth, which would give me more tech towards oratory. That's maybe okay. It'd be nice to get some papyrus, because that's also good for tech. Spices just for happiness? Honestly, that's not a terrible idea. Although... We don't have any spices right now, so we wouldn't get an over. Slaves move for vegetables like a carrot on the stick. Alright, I'm going to take the livestock because it is going to give us some pop growth, which I'm pleased with. Shoring up defenses. We can gain a fortress for free. Yeah, what the heck? I don't know exactly where that was, but let's go for it. I'm going to grab the wild game for now. Just increase tribesman output. Not that we have that many. At all. I mean, maybe it's not the greatest trade route. Oh well. Let's recruit some more troops over here. So, I'm kind of okay with committing to this kind of idea. Maybe we'll just spam out some more light infantry for now. Flanking might be a thing. We might want to get one more heavy cav. Just for even amounts of flanking, assuming the mechanics work similarly to like EU4, although there can be different optimized proper numbers for things. I know, 1, 2, 3 more skirmishers. I'll do the same thing here. 1, 2, 3 more skirmishers. You're legally obligated to import hemp today. You're right. If we can import hemp, we should definitely do it. Like camels are your flankers. Oh yeah, these are set to secondary. Second row, primary cohort. This probably needs to be changed. Can we recruit camels? No. It's set to camels, but we can't actually create camels. Unless that's what our light infantry is. No. It's an actual camelry. We'd have to import camels. I don't think there's a force limit, actually. So, as we're not currently exporting it, we would gain the following benefit. More happiness, and we'd make money. That sounds good to me. So, what we're probably going to do is just save up to 180 oratory power and then start some wars to the south. Is there a sandstorm going on? Or... yeah, I guess so. It's just manpower. Yeah, force limit is just what you can afford. Yeah. That's probably a good way to say it. And the thing is, the big limiter here is going to be the fact that manpower recharges so much more slowly. It feels like in this game, like significantly more slowly. We're going to grab some of the tech stuff. Oh, and speaking of, we have a bad research ratio. We're going to fix that. Although it will take me, I think it'll take me oratory points to do this. I can't remember what we used to promote. Hold on. Yeah, oratory power, and I probably want to use this to fabricate a claim first. I think we'll fabricate a claim, go to war. Not that we're at our manpower cap, but I was going to say, and then let the manpower recharge while we maybe promote more pops or whatever. We'll see. Ooh! Plot Whispers in the Dark. Greatest threat to any nation comes not from without, but from within. The constant infighting between those who would name themselves as heir can consume countless resources and lives. Our spies at the court are certain that Xanthos KUSH, a man who has made no secret of ambitions for the throne, is plotting to ensure his future by doing away with the competition. We should keep close watch. Nonsense, we should put more faith in our subjects. So this would start a plot chain event and give him more loyalty, or we could pay to have him more closely observed. It still starts the plot event chain. It costs us money, and he'll be put under surveillance. Yeah, what could possibly go wrong? I like that. Andalusian Shogun. You have a long name. Alright. So I'll go to speed 5 for a second. We're just waiting for 180 over here. Plot, meeting of minds. Has been spending increasing quantities of time with our beloved heir. These are natural enemies. Might be wise to be particularly careful. We could say troubling, no action would be taken, or we could convince my heir not to get involved. It would cost us money. We'd give him stuff. He'd no longer be involved in the plot. We want to bribe our heir not to get involved in this? Or not? I don't know, guys. Troubling, bribe him, nah, keep ignoring it. What could go wrong? All right. What could possibly go wrong? Okay, we are... Oh, nope, just wait one more month. We'll start some sort of war. I see this will be a short game. Well, I mean, the thing is, if you know, it might just change who our heir is. Right? Current heir is this guy, who is of my family. Now, I don't think it's like CK2. I don't think it matters as much. All right. Xanthos chose to make a preemptive move against Carius today, apparently overconfident in his own abilities. Unfortunately, due to poor martial ability, the attack went in favor of the attacker. The defender luckily managed to escape, having only been wounded. So Carius, one of the pretenders to the throne, has been wounded. Okay. I don't know these people enough to like really get a good sense as to how much I've got to worry about this. But yeah, these are all the possible successors. Succession support. Yeah, so that's our guy over here. Supporters. I don't think loyalty will matter, because if, like, let's say someone disloyal ascends to the throne, then it's his loyalty. It's more like, how do these guys like each other? Rotation, do this. Any actions I can take with myself here? Not currently. Nothing relevant. Okay. Alright, let's go ahead. Aluit, well, let's see. You've got 83 pops. You've only got 23. Wait, Aluit has 83 pops here? How are you so populate? Maybe because of the double river thing? Okay, yeah. Unless we want to go to the coast. 21 pops. How do they have 83 pops over here? So effectively, Aluit here is the most significant nation nearby. Currently, no alliances. So let's just fabricate a claim. It's very expensive, but it'll do it. Total pops in province, 20. Maybe this is just the only Do they have land somewhere else? Alut? Is that display just wrong? I don't know. Alright, let's move our army up. We've got to wait for our diplomat to come home so we can actually declare war. 28th. They have a province which does not border you? I suppose that might be it. No, this is... Oh! This little sliver here is just the province. Okay, that makes sense. It looked like it was just one province to me. I didn't realize there was the break here. Okay, so we just made a claim over here. We'll still be able to take everything. I guess I should start the war now. Declare war. You have no allies. Take this. Blah. Go. I didn't actually even check how many cohorts you have. 4 cohorts! I mean, it is a small nation compared to me. Although it's bigger than our frickin' Icenian population, and we had a lot more dudes. Honestly, with 4 cohorts, I think what we do is we just automate both these armies. And just let them YOLO all over here. Independent operations. Go, go.